Hello, welcome back with me. My name is Intan Komaria. I come from English Educate English Education Department student of UIN Jakarta. And this time I would like to present my review novel with title Halfway Home by Mary Sheldon. Halfway Home is a multi-generational story with a mother-daughter relationship at its heart. When Alexis Donlevy was 8 years old, her mother, the glamorous actress Maggie Royal, ran off to Paris with a lover, and Alexis never saw her again. Alexis never refers to what happened the year past, and she grows up to be the successful New York decorator with what seems to be a perfect life, but in her 40s, feeling an etching emptiness in her life, she decides to start tutoring at a halfway home for teenagers at risk. She takes a 15-year-old girl called Linda under her wing, and the tragic outcome of this friendship proves, proves to be the catalyst which finally forced Alexis to confront and ultimately to resolve the issues from her own unexplored past. Alexis Donlevy seems to have it all: a brilliant career as an interior designer with a successful husband, a fabulous Manhattan apartment. But she is haunted by memories of her mother, Maggie, the flamboyant actress who abandoned her when she was a little girl. Like I said before, she is profoundly saddened by feelings of abandonment and loss that have haunted her since childhood. When her mother left to return to her career as an actress, a crisis involving a troubled girl whom Alexis mentors at home for disadvantaged teens forces her to uncover the true reasons why her childhood has left her in such emotional turmoil. Alexis just being left by the photographs of the Maggie, her mother, and the reason why Maggie left her child Alexis is because the grandmother of Alexis didn't like Maggie because Maggie is as the celebrity cannot manage her time to manage the family to manage the husband and the Alexis. So uh, it will uh, it usually has many arguing each other with Maggie or the mother-in-law, the grandmother of Alexis. But to Alexis, Maggie is more than the beautiful face in the photographs. So when Alexis miss her mom, she just see the photographs and the scrapbooks. More than the haunting voice in her dreams, her mother is one loss she has never stopped mourning. Growing up, the pain nearly destroyed her, but now she has found solace in her volunteer work at Bryan House, a home for disadvantaged teens. Alexis thinks about her sheltered life and wonders what she could possibly have in common with these two these tough, streetwise kids, but when she looks into their troubled, frightened eyes, she knows. When Alexis is nearly assaulted by a gang of teenagers, she returns to the scene of the crime, a home for troubled youths, to teach them about beautiful things. There, then she encounter sensitive outsiders Linda, like I said before, whom Alexis takes under her wing. Meanwhile, in Paris, Maggie recounts her life story to a reporter, her meager childhood, her affair with a married man, her marriage into a wealthy family, and her rise to stardom. Alexis flashes back to her own childhood, especially the tug of war between her imperious grandmother and free-spirited Maggie over her upbringing, and later the death of her own 6-year-old daughter, Alice. Maggie comes off as selfish and more than a little foolish, and her autobiography threatens to nudge out the real story. Alexis' relationship with Linda, which is touching, tough it too obviously hinge on old tragedies. Still, both women are likable enough that readers won't mind the ham-handed psychology, and the ending left wide open for a sequels. That's all, and in my opinion, Mary Sheldon, the writers, tells this story in a series of flashbacks involving Alexis and her mother. At first, it seems disjointed and is difficult to follow as the character and viewpoints continually shift, but I was patient enough to plow through the sluggish plot will be rewarded with a somewhat ambiguous but satisfying ending. So that's all for me. Goodbye.